What's up, MS Gym Nation? Happy Monday in the US. I can't even say happy Friday anymore because we're so global at this point that we've got people, it's like Wednesday already. I don't even know. So anyway, happy whatever first day of the week it is in your world. Whenever I come to you first beginning of the week. So, pardon me, if you are just joining us, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the MS Gym. We created the MS Gym as a place where you can learn how to exercise best to manage your MS symptoms, to exercise how to feed motor patterns and movement patterns and exercises into your brain that are going to help work around those lesions in your brain, work around the damaged demyelinated nerves, and train your body how to move again, okay? It may not be 100%. You may not ever get back to where you were before MS, but if we can get functional to the point where we can live our life to the highest quality possible, we've done our job and you're in the right place. So all of these exercises that we're setting up that I'm giving you in the MS Gym were meant to slow down the progression of MS and or maximize the therapies that are out there to slow down the progression of MS as well. So you are in the right place to build a movement practice that is specific to multiple sclerosis. So this week is kind of a special week as we're going through chair exercises, okay? So I'm going to be honest, when I set out to do the MS Gym, I wasn't super focused on doing chair stuff. And I'm going to be completely honest because it's such a life-changing, game-changer thing. And I've worked with people in wheelchairs before and literally watched people that have been paralyzed by MS, Parkinson's, stroke, car accidents, whatever, get up and walk. And it's been some of the most moving experiences in my life. And I know you guys want exercises, but you've got to hear this. So pay attention. To be able to get up out of a chair when you're told that you may or may not have that happen can be one of the most liberating, powerful things that can ever happen to you. And I've seen it happen. I've been blessed and to witness it happen, to witness champions standing up out of a wheelchair because they did these exercises. It takes a while. It takes dedication. It takes support. And you can do it, okay? So and the reason why I didn't want to do this on MS Gym is just because it's so powerful that I wanted to make sure that I had the right system down because I didn't want to necessarily get your hopes up and not have it work. And I had to really go inside, pardon me, my brain to figure this out and what did I do and how do I do this and how do I progress this because I'm not in front of you. My hands aren't on you to guide you. So my instructions and my words have to be led so that you can actually get the most out of these exercises. Okay? So with that said, I'm happy to be doing this. I'm pumped up to be doing this. All you people that are in chairs, there's freedom out here. You don't have to stay in your chair. If you can get up and walk 3 steps to the bathroom, you can get up and walk 30 steps to your mailbox. You can get up and walk 3,000 steps and go to a mile. I've seen it happen. Okay? So, with that said, let's get going. Now, these exercises can be used in wheelchairs. These also can be used if you're having a bad MS day, a relapse day, a day that you just don't want to get out of bed. Okay? Because I want you to keep moving. You still need to keep feeding motor patterns in your brain. And here's the thing. If you're having a relapse and you feed good movement patterns in your brain, guess what? It teaches your body how to work better when you're in your relapse state. Got that? So don't let the MS take you out and win as you're laying there on a back. Get up and say, you know what? You're winning the battle maybe today, but you're not winning the war, man. We're doing these exercises, and I'm going to feel better today even though I'm having a bad day. So for Jose, Kelly, Rebecca, when you guys were laying in your beds and all of a sudden you were like, I got to get up and move because I hear Trevor calling me, this will help you. All right, so here we go. So today what we're focusing on is releasing the diaphragm and working on the deep core because I'm sitting on the edge of this seat. I have no back on this set of blocks here. This is how you need to learn how to sit in your wheelchair, okay, or on a chair. I don't want to see this. Even though you're tired, that is not exercise posture. You need to get up. I will never ever teach you to just sit back in your chair and just do these sit and be fit exercises. They're lame. I'm not about it. There's nothing out there that helps people in wheelchairs with MS, and that's why I'm here. Okay? So, first thing you need to do is scoot to the edge of your chair. We're going to be working on releasing this diaphragm and working on your deep core, because if those two things aren't kicking in, it doesn't matter what you do in your wheelchair, you're not going to be able to move right. Okay? So, now that you can see where I'm sitting, so we're going to sit on the edge of our chair. I want you to sit up as tall as you possibly can, and I want you to take your fingers, find your diaphragm, which is right under these ribs, and you're just going to go in, kind of like we did on those hip flexor exercises a couple weeks ago. Some of you people emailed me and said I can't do that. Well, because I'm in a chair. Well, now you can. Here we go. So, we're starting right here up your xiphoid process, so that pokey part. Kind of get under here, and let me tell you, and you're going to rub for 30 seconds. So you're going under your ribs and pulling, under your ribs and pulling. And let me tell you, if you're sitting in a chair a majority of your day, or whether it's a wheelchair or just a regular chair because you're tired and you think you can't walk, or MS is telling you that you can't walk, this is going to be very, very tense and tight, okay? So we're just going to get in here. We're going to find that spot. Like even sitting, I can kind of feel this spot right here. So you're going to take about 30 to 45 seconds to work on that diaphragmatic release or diaphragm release, okay? It may be further down. You might find a couple spots. And this is an exercise you can do all day, okay? So for those of you who are asking about MS hug, the MS hug is a spasm in your diaphragm that pulls you down like this and makes it so you can't move and so you feel like someone's just squeezing you in the middle. You've got to get that done, okay? So once we release that diaphragm, what I want you to do in your chair is either put your, get your thumbs right under your tush, or put your hands on your arms, and I just want you to lean back, okay? Just lean back and just stretch this open. Don't arch your low back, but just open your chest, open your diaphragm real quick, okay? And just take a couple just breaths through there, okay? So take about 30 seconds, rock that out. So you're releasing that, okay? All right. Pardon me, I don't know why I'm goopy today. Okay, so the second thing that we want to do after we release this and get a little stretch, we want to work on 360-degree breathing. The inhale is going to work on bringing oxygen into your body. The exhale is going to work on not only breathing the air out, but it's going to push oxygen into your nerves, which are going to feed them, and it's also going to activate your deep core and your pelvic floor, okay? So when we breathe, you don't want to get up in your chest, and you don't want to do this belly breathing junk where people are breathing and you get this pot belly when you breathe out. You want to think about breathing 360 degrees in a circle around you. Okay? So you're going to put your hands right on the base of your ribs right here. You're going to breathe out into your hands. Let me check something real quick. Okay? You're going to breathe out into your hands. Okay? So when you breathe in, you're going to expand into your hands. When you breathe out, you're going to pull your belly button in and you're going to pull up on your pelvic floor. Okay? So that means that if you think about urinating, like your urine flow, to cut off that urine flow is to activate that pelvic floor. So as you breathe out, you need to pull in on that belly button and pull up on that pelvic floor, okay? All right, so here we go. So sit up nice and tall. Relax your shoulder blades. Put your hands under your ribs. Get your feet straight ahead of you. I don't want to see knees in, knees out. And if you can get your legs up to 90, that will help. So if you need to put your foot up on a block, a book, your dog, whatever it might be, I would like your legs at 90 as much as you can because it inhibits the pelvis from tipping forward, which will shut this down. So find a pair of blocks. If you don't have any right now and you're doing this, you're okay. When you do it again, try to put your feet up so you're at 90 degrees doing this. So knees are at 90, shins are at 90, feet are straight ahead. Now we're going to sit up nice and tall. Hands are on your ribs. We're going to inhale. Think about breathing out into those hands. So push slightly into your ribs so you have some resistance. So breathe out. And then exhale. Pull up on your pelvic floor and belly button in. You should feel these muscles down here lift. You should feel these belly buttons pull in. And you need to be sitting on the edge of your chair. I don't want to see this. You've got to get up. Because now you're training your spinal stabilizers to connect in with the deep abs and your pelvic floor, which is going to help you sit up taller. The minute you can sit up tall in your chair, everything else happens. And for you to do these exercises today is vital for every exercise for the rest of this week. So you got to do it. All right? So sit away from the back of your chair. Okay? So sit up tall. Fingers are on your ribs. Inhale. Exhale. Pull the belly button in. Pull the pelvic floor up. Inhale. Fill those hands. Fill those hands. Exhale. Pelvic floor up. Abs in. 2 more. Inhale. 2 seconds. Exhale. 3 to 5. Pull the belly button in. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Push that air all the way out. Inhale. Exhale. And relax. See what that does? It gets all the stuff moving in your lungs. That's what's happening. So I was practicing this before I did it, and now it's drawing up a bunch of stuff out of my lungs, which is good because it gets your body going, okay? So now that we released the diaphragm, we got a little bit of a dynamic stretch in there. We've got that breathing mechanism down, so we're forcing oxygen into those cells, and we're getting that deep core going. Now we can actually work on deep core strengthening, okay? So it's not much different from what you just did. It's just a different emphasis, okay? So what I want you to do is sit up tall, okay, as tall as you can, and push up through the top of your head. We'll cover this a little bit more tomorrow, but just kind of sit up and push through the crown of your head straight up, all right? Feet go straight ahead, knees are bent. What I want you to do is, with sitting tall, I want you to work on just kind of tipping that pelvis back just a little bit. We'll go over that a little bit more tomorrow, but try not to sit with your back arched. Sit away from your chair and kind of tip your pelvis back this direction a little bit, okay? Now, what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you just let your belly pooch out, okay? So you're just going to let it fall. So you just let it fall forward. I look pregos on camera. That's amazing. All right, so you let that belly fall forward. Sit up nice and tall. And then what I want you to do, I want you to pull up on that pelvic floor, so cut off that urine flow. Sit up pretty tall. Let your belly protrude, so pooch it out. And then what I want you to do is, sitting as tall as you possibly can, pelvic floor activated, pull your belly away from your hand. So pull it away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let the belly fall, but don't let your upper body fall. So still sit up tall, away from the back of your chair. Belly kind of falls out, so you can see this, like, bleh. Okay, so you're right here. So ready, inhale. Exhale, pull away. So you're pulling your belly away from your hands. You can see that. That is so hot on camera. I am so sexy right now. So right there, and then pull away, okay? So that's the mechanism, pull away. So you look right here, so down and pull away, all right? So let the belly come in, sit up tall, inhale. Exhale, pull away. See, I have no space here. So you're pulling up on that pelvic floor. Pull that belly away from your hands. Sit up as tall as you can. Do not let your body collapse. Okay? Let the belly fall forward. Inhale. Exhale. Pull the belly away. Pull up on the pelvic floor. Exhale. 2, 3. Inhale. Let the belly fall out. Exhale. Pull it away. 1, 2, 3. Let the belly fall forward. Inhale. Sit up tall. Exhale, pull away. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, let it fall forward. Exhale, pull away. 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale, pull the belly button in. 5-second hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, relax. Woo! All right, so see, I'm so comfortable and so in this to you guys that I make myself look 30 pounds overweight on camera for you. All right, so don't be afraid to stick your belly out is what I'm getting from that. So what I want you to really focus on this is super duper important. So you've got in this order. So you've got to release the diaphragm. Then you've got to get into a little bit of a stretch. Then you go into that 360-degree breathing, which starts the process of activating the deep core, the pelvic floor, and the diaphragm. Those are the 3 parts of your deep core that you need to sit upright, or 3/4 of the way. There's 4 parts. We'll do that on Wednesday. So you got your diaphragm, your pelvic floor, and your deep abs. Those are going to help you sit upright in your chair and move and do all the things that are happening. When we do that deep belly breathing, that's going to also help you sit upright because it creates a corset effect below the MS hug and transfers muscle contraction to the muscles that are supposed to be tonal instead of your diaphragm, so you can breathe better, which will help with your energy. And then this will also help out with all the other exercises. So with the diaphragm breathing, 30 seconds, just a quick 30-second stretch of the diaphragm. On the 360-degree breathing, 5 to 10 breath cycles. And then on this belly breathing, pushing that belly out and pulling it in, that's going to be 10 reps, 5-second holds, and you need to sit up as tall as you can. Here's the interesting thing that I felt that I didn't tell you about when I was doing that deep belly breathing. I felt my hip flexors. I felt my legs starting to want to lift. Aha! He may have a system in here. So as I'm pulling in on that deep transverse abdominis, after I've calmed down the spasticity in this diaphragm, all of a sudden you're telling me that my hips want to lift? Because I could literally feel weight being pulled out of my feet as my hip flexors both wanted to kick in. So this is leading up to you getting up and out of your chair. Okay? So thank you guys for being here. I know this was a little bit longer of a video because I had to explain my intention. I want you to get this down because you've got to practice this every single day. People in your wheelchair, if you want to get better, and I'm leaning forward because you've got to listen to me, these exercises, this video are that important. If you're having a bad MS day, MSers, and you want to keep your progress going, this video series is that important, okay? So I need you to practice. I need you to practice, all right? So I say that with passionate, accountable love to all of you guys. So if you like this video, like it. If you want to comment. If you want to share this with someone you know that has MS that's like, I can't exercise, boom, go share it in the MS gym because they're down the road. There's probably going to be some complete programs coming out for chair. Just saying. That's how I roll. So that's what we're doing this week. Now the rest of this week, what we're going to be working on is actually taking that nice core stability hold and working directional, okay? Working directional and getting you taller and more comfortable in your chair so you can do more and get your body strong so you can start to move better off your chair, on your walker, on your cane, and possibly start to get up out of your chair and start walking again. I've seen it happen. It can happen for you guys. I want it from the deepest depths of my heart to happen for you guys as well. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your attention. Practice the diaphragm release, that stretch, the 360 breathing, and that belly pull in. I swear this stuff works. All right? So I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Have an amazing start to your week, and I will talk to you tomorrow. See ya.